All right, let's talk about why the stock market is losing its mind this morning and what's one thing that might actually help it chill out. So, as you can see, the big news today is Michael Burry discloses a big bet shorting, which means betting for the prices on NVIDIA and Palantir to sell off. And ever since the news came out, that's exactly what they've been doing. There's already been concern for the past couple weeks, maybe like a month already, of the bubble bursting on AI, since that's basically where everybody's investing right now. So right now, NVIDIA today looks like it's down almost 3% right now. Palantir almost 7%, after both of them hitting all-time highs just last week. So that's definitely causing a lot of fear in the market. Burry versus NVIDIA and Palantir. And if you don't know, Michael Burry is one of the biggest names that betted against the housing bubble back in 2008. So when he makes news like this, or they find his filings showing what trades he's making like this, he usually makes the news. And people start to rethink what if they're too high up on the pole before the bubble bursts. So not too bad so far with NVIDIA. Palantir, definitely a big correction since it topped the other day. Since it's one of the highest, right behind Tesla as far as price to earnings and just how far over the valuation it is where the trade price is at right now. It started with this guy from Goldman Sachs, starting to make people nervous. So, he was telling people to brace for a 10 to 20% pullback over the next year or two, which would be about average, even if he's right. But people really took notice with this Michael Burry story. But on top of all this, I think one of the biggest underlying reasons why people are just bound to get nervous anyways is we've reached the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. And they're not even close to, I mean, there's speculation, it might be over soon, but still nobody has any idea. People are already losing their benefits. So it's just common sense that hedge funds are getting nervous that retail investors are just going to have to start selling their stocks in general to make ends meet pretty soon if they haven't started already. It's the positivity and hitting all-time highs can only go so long while the government is shut down. It's, not surprising it went this long into the shutdown where we see this type of a pullback. So, but the one thing that can actually, I think, at least temporarily help the market chill out and see some stabilized green again is if these politicians finally realize that it's way past time to, you could debate whose fault it is. I'm sure everybody's pointing the finger at each other. At this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's shut down. It needs to be reopened. And when we finally get news, even that they're close to reopening it, and when it finally does, I think the market will relax a little bit and, we'll see some green again. But in the meantime, I say market fear is at an all-time high. But like I teach, that's actually when you find the best opportunities. So you don't buy on the good days, you buy on the bad days. So that is the stock market news for today explained. If you're wondering why everything's red. And we'll see you on the next episode.